what variational autoencoders do is they learn to compress and reconstruct data, which helps generate new variations. So if we look at examples, and it's become so common now, this is almost sounds like, learning the alphabet. But examples of generative AI in action are things like text generation, writing articles, poetry, summaries, or even code. I have to admit that, I am not the world's greatest coder. It was not something that even when I was in engineering school, I was just not great at it. And it just was something that I understood, but it was just not something I enjoyed doing. Now I can go into ChatGPT and say, write the code to accomplish this task in this language, and ChatGPT will do it. Now, the one thing that people don't necessarily take into consideration when they're using a tool like ChatGPT is that sometimes it's wrong. I've had ChatGPT generate code, and I go to put it into my Python notebook, and I get all kinds of errors, and you kind of work through it. But it's certainly faster than writing code from scratch. Then, of course, there's image creation, DALL-E, Midjourney, music composition, video creation, synthetic data generation, all of these things that we've kind of gotten used to now are part of generative AI. So why is it so important? What's the big deal? Well, it's really, and if you think about it, it wasn't until 2022, 2023 that ChatGPT first started getting talked about. At least that's when I heard about it. But it's revolutionizing industries like education, healthcare, marketing, entertainment. But with all of those revolutionary considerations, we also have to keep in mind ethical considerations. You could have somebody create a video of a celebrity singing a song, and it's not the celebrity and it's not their song, and somebody could be making money on that. And so, these are, we have to talk about ethics, misinformation and deep fakes, bias in training data, intellectual property concerns. Code is now, it's wide open. So, intellectual property, we have strict laws on intellectual property here in the United States, but in other countries, particularly China, because I've dealt with them and their theft of intellectual property for companies that I was engineering for, they don't.